Assalamu alaikum. Arsam Fayaz here, roll number 19SW46 from section 2. Today I will tell you regarding how to push your files using Linux machine to Git. So for that, first of all, we will log in as EC2 user. This will take some time. So recalling the concepts and work from last lab where we have created two instances, one in Mumbai and another one in Singapore. Our objective for that lab is to push a project or a file from one instance and to pull it from another one to work remotely on a single project using Linux. So starting with this, first of all, we will write a command sudo su to access the privileges as a super user, or you can say root user. Then after that, we will check for Git in this machine. For that, we will write a command which Git. This will locate for the executable files associated with Git in this machine. So Git is not installed. So to install Git, we will use a command yum install git -y. This -y will give acknowledgement to the all the questions asked in advance. So again, we will check for which Git. Now you can see Git is installed. So after that, we, sh we should come to our files. So for that, we will firstly we will make a directory named, let's suppose, exm. And to get into this directory, we will use a command change directory and a directory name. So now we are into this directory. We are creating two files using cat command. So in this, we will write, let's suppose this is sample file. And another file named file2. So here we will write, let's say this is another sample. So let's see that our files are created or not using list command. So here it is showing two files, file1 and file2. So our main objective is to push these files to our central repository. So for that, first of all, we should have to track these files using git add space dot command. This command will track. Oh, sorry. First of all, we should have to configure set configuration values on a global level. So for that, we will use command git config global user dot name, and between these inverted commas, we will write that username which is associated with our GitHub account. In my case, I'm writing this. Same for the email. So our configurations are set now. So after that, we will initialize an empty repository using git init. Executing git init will create a .git subdirectory in our current working directory. So after that, now we have to track these files. For this, we will write a command git add dot. Now check for git status that our files are being tracked or not. So here you can see that both of our files are being tracked. Let's suppose we want to remove any of the two files back to the working area from staging area. So for this, we will write a command let's suppose we want to remove file2. Now again we'll check for git status that our selected file is untracked or not. So you can see file2 is now untracked. Only file1 is being tracked. Again we write command git add dot, as we want to track both of these files. Again, check for git status. So both of our files are being tracked now. So after this, our files are moved from working space to staging area. Now we have to commit these files to move these files from staging area to our local repository. So for that, we use the command git commit -m. In between this inverted comma, we will write a short message associated with this particular commit. So in my case, I am writing git commit initial commit. Again, we'll check for git status. So you can see nothing to commit more. All the files are being committed and moved to the local repository. So next step is to move the files from local repository to central repository. So for that, we will write a command git mode add origin and this HTTPS link. This command will create a remote connection named origin between our local and central repository. So next, we should have to write a command git push origin master. This will ask for username. In my case, I will write the same username associated with my GitHub account and a password. Now, password will not work here. We have to generate a personal access token. So for this, we should have to go to settings, then developer options, personal access token, and then generate a new token. Let's suppose we are naming it as Linux machine. And a validity for this token, I am selecting it for 7 days. Generate this token and then copy it from here. Should have to paste it here. So again, same command git push origin master username. So you can see our files are moved from local repository to a central repository. Let's see. So this is our file 1 and file 2. So this is it from this video. I hope you guys understand. So this is Arsam Fayaz signing off. Allah Hafiz.